Hey all, today we're going to have a look at Dierk Bentley's new song, Beers on Me. My name's Andrew, and if you're new around here, I'd love it if you could subscribe, ring the bell, and give me a like. Let me know how much you love me. Beers on Me is in the key of E, and it's basically a 4-chord song, which means that the entire song is the same 4 chords in the exact same order. So our chord progression today is E, which is the 1 chord, goes up to a C sharp minor, which is our 6 minor chord. It goes back to the A, which is our 4 chord. And then lastly, it goes to F sharp minor, which is our 2 minor chords. So it's a 1, 6 minor, 4, 2 minor chord progression. Now, there's a few different ways we can tackle these. If you love bar chords, we can just play a standard open E chord like this, followed by a normal C sharp minor bar chord. We can then go to your traditional A open chord, and then to a root 6 F sharp minor bar chord like this. Now, if you really hate bar chords, we can do this another way, and in my opinion, I think this way sounds better on acoustic guitar, especially if you're playing it by yourself. So we keep our standard E major bar chord, but when we go up to our 6 minor chord, which is our C sharp minor, what we're going to do is essentially play a power chord. So we're going to place our index finger on the 4th fret, which is our C sharp note. We're going to place our 3rd finger on the 6th fret of the D string, which is going to be a G sharp note. And then we're going to place our pinky on the 6th fret of the G string. And that's going to be an octave up, so it's going to be another C sharp note. We then let the B and high E strings ring out open. And it's just utilizing those open strings. It has a really nice sound, and it also makes the whole chord progression connect together. Well, then for our A chord, we're actually going to play an A suspended 2. So what that literally means is we take our normal bog standard open A chord, which is basically, depending on how you finger it, it's essentially a 2nd fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the G string, 2nd fret on the B string. But in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to leave the B string open. So it's going to sound like this. And then lastly, we're going to take our F sharp minor bar chord, and instead of playing the whole bar chord, what we're going to do is place our index finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. We're going to place our 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the A string, and we're going to place our pinky on the 4th fret of the D string. Now, we're going to mute the low E string, unless you've got a really long thumb. You can try grabbing that F sharp note on the 2nd fret, but then we're going to leave the B and E strings wide open again. It sounds like this. And so having those 2 strings, the B and the high E string, ring out, it's sort of like the glue that glues the chord progression together and makes it sound a lot, I guess, smoother. It doesn't sound as clunky. I'll show you the difference. So that's with the bar chords. Now if we play it with these open string chords, so you'll probably agree that having those open strings ring out just makes the whole chord progression sound smoother, especially if you're just playing by yourself on an acoustic guitar. So if you want to do all those acoustic covers, give these ones a go. Now the last part of the equation is the rhythm for this tune, and it stays pretty consistent throughout the whole song. So slowly it's going to sound like this. So it's going down, up, down, up. Then we change to our next chord, down, up, 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 down, up. So just take it slowly and just be a little bit consistent with practicing it, and you'll get it down in no time. Essentially, the 2nd chord, if we think of E to C sharp, that C sharp minor chord we're anticipating, so we're playing it on beat 4 of the first bar. And the same with the A to F sharp minor. That F sharp minor is played on beat 4 on that same bar that the A chord's in. Okay, so that's actually the whole song. That easy. 4 chords, same chord progression, same rhythm. You've just got to add the singing, which I don't sing like Dierk Bentley, so I'm not going to attempt it on this song. Now, as far as format goes, our introduction goes once through that chord progression. So E, C sharp minor, A, F sharp minor. And then all the verses and choruses follow the same format. The only difference is at the end of the choruses, they have a little interlude, and it changes slightly, which we'll go through. So the verses and the choruses, we run through that chord progression 6 times each. After the first chorus, they've got a musical interlude, which is twice through the chord progression. After chorus 2, they have another musical interlude, and that's 4 times through the chord progression. And then once we get past verse 3, it's the same as verse 1 and 2. Chorus 3 is the same as chorus 1 and 2. And then our outro is 8 times through the chord progression. And then we just finish strumming that E chord and just cutting it off nice and short. Now, the last thing that I'll show you is that little pickup line that's in the introduction. So to play this, we're going to play the low E string open twice. We're then going to slide with our 3rd finger from the 2nd fret on the low E string up to the 4th fret, followed by our index finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and then the open E string. And then we follow that with a strum of the E chord. Well, there you go. That's the entire tune, Dierk Bentley's Beers on Me. If you've watched to the end of this video, thanks so much. I appreciate it. You are a legend. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe, ring the bell so you can get notified when the next video comes out, and leave me a like, give me a comment down below. Let me know if there's any songs that you'd like to learn or anything that you'd like to see that's guitar related. I'm a guitar teacher by trade, so to speak. That's what I do for a living. So if there's anything you want to know, let me know in the comments down below. But otherwise, have an awesome week, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.